Hey guys, it's your buddy Joe. Got episode 4 of Final Fantasy VII Remake streaming, and I finally figured out how to pipe the audio into my earphones so I can actually hear what's going on in the game while I play. I may decide that the sound is a little distracting, so I'll tell you what, I'm going to try to turn this down just a smidgen. In particular, the music is just a little rough on the ears. But we're going to continue Chapter 5. We are balls deep into Chapter 5 at the moment. I guess we're still in a tunnel somewhere. It seems like we're just always dealing with trains. Train coming down the track. I just gotta post the link. Alright, so got some music playing. That's right, I just bought a whole bunch of shit. How's my stats doing? Let's take a sit on the bench. Hobo Cloud. Wish that happened every time I took a squat on a bench. I've noticed how my materia slots have increased in my sword. Yet I don't see additional materia showing up on the sword. Maybe I'm just being picky. Need a refresher. Find the secret passageway in the train yard. Alright, looks pretty obvious.
Give it up, assholes, or we'll blow you to hell! Surrender! Come on! Brace yourself. Nothing to it.
Yeah, look at this. Look at Cloud just fucking hulking his way through all these benches and shit. He's like, I don't care. I got that Mako energy coursing through my veins. That and Red Bull energy drink. This channel is sponsored by Red Bull, just so you know. There we go. Red Bull, cocaine, and Mako energy. It's a wonder this guy just doesn't collapse in on himself.
So many guards.
Yeah, it's almost like you're breaking into somewhere and they want to stop you. What do we got here? It's like one exit over there, so if I... Ooh, boxes. Boxes, boxes, boxes. They sure like their boxes. Really poorly designed boxes, too. Look at that. One swing from a giant-ass sword and the boxes are falling apart. Call Shinra for your power, but shit. Don't ask them to make a box for you. Why does this look like a boss fight? I mean, like, it's like a giant death robot. It's like pretty obvious foreshadowing. Wouldn't I just want to like damage it now so that I don't have to deal with it?
Huh?
Get back!
What the?
Oh, see?
That all you got?
See? What was I saying?
Someone's mad.
Let me guess. It's going to be susceptible to lightning damage.
Looks like an old model.
let's do this right first. So, I'm going to assess.
Allow me.
Crippling its part significantly fills its stagger gauge. Alright.
Call lightning. I think you got its attention, pal. I'll draw its fire. You two stay on the offensive.
There! Come on! There! Come on!
Time to burn. Deal with that.
Let me handle this.
I think it likes me.
We're gonna feel this one. You're up.
Taking over. Guess it's my turn.
Let's see. Let's put a barrier in front of Cloud.
Hey, see that?
That's its heart. A monster generator. I'm guessing we aim for that.
Are they going to recharge it? Repair it? Fix it? Tickle it?
More drones. This is where I shine.
Let's see.
You're up.
Okay, let's go. No more games. It's over. Watch yourself.
Let's do this. Do your thing.
Let's see. I guess the question is...
Here we go. See ya. Come on. It's on you.
I got this. Get out of our way.
Bastards. We gotta take these down first. Enough. That it?
Oh, of course, he's got another mode. Why not? So he's like a train or something? He's got a...
Now what?
Could be a system
Let me handle this.
I won't give up. See you soon. What you doing now?
I think...
Get away from the trap.
That's Dark Souls shit going on.
Starting to think hiring you was a mistake.
Well, gotta get his ass up.
Turn this around. You don't want to get caught by that shit.
all set. There! Not throwing in the towel.
Let's see.
I'm just getting started. Let's go. Here. You're up.
Need to heal up. Get ready. Watch out for the surge. I'll end this. Gotta be careful. Any last words?
Bingo. Bring it.
Still in it. Never again.
Yeah.
There.
Is it dead?
All clear.
Ooh, metal knuckles. Must be a new set of gloves.
Let's go.
Sure.
Aye, this way.
Oh, what? It's not dead yet? Oh, wait, it is dead. What is this, the 90s?
This won't do.
It's almost like our piecemeal attacks are ineffective.
After an anomaly was registered during the test.
An anomaly? Or an excuse for your failure to properly prepare the armor?
No, sir. All modules were confirmed fully operational. It's far more likely, given the circumstances, that the sensors were overloaded.
The enemy's plot armor was too thick.
Is that so?
All the sensors in Section E are inoperable.
Maybe it was Biggs. President.
Yes. Yes.
I'll pick up some milk on my way home from the store.
Yes.
Look, I don't think they'll have that brand of soda at the coffee place, okay?
We know exactly where they were headed. If the armor is intact, then you'd best determine the nature of this anomaly soon.
I want to learn about the man behind
If
the
you
scar.
fail to do so, you will deal with our intruders personally.
Yes, sir.
Don't worry. I treat my people more than fairly. So don't disappoint me.
Are we supposed to identify him as a villain? Perhaps feel frustrated at the incompetent staff he has to employ? I don't know. Not quite sure where to place my emotions.
The passage is beyond these shipping containers. Let's slip through them.
Hey, is there a bench over there? Just
About a
wondering.
tight squeeze.
You okay?
Just wondering. Just gotta do a little quick equipment-y upgradey thing. Oh. Oof. Okay. Before we do anything, let's. Okay. All right. Okay. Fine. Hold on. Hold on. We're getting this sorted out. Okay. So we're going to. I should be able to upgrade weapons that aren't. Oh, yeah, I guess I can't upgrade weapons that aren't attached to me. Yeah. It's a sphere grid. We get it. We get it. Ooh, attack power +4, +4, +4. I wonder if these gloves are about attack power or not. Okay, new materia slot. Pretty much have to. Okay, so I got 27 points left. I feel like attack power, attack damage, attack power. Okay, so for 8 SP, I get 8 attack power. For 4 SP, I get 4 attack power. So attack damage 5% boost. Well, okay. Here's my thoughts. Is in any RPG, stats based on percentages are almost universally better than those based upon fixed amounts. With some exceptions, there's always going to be a certain point where things get traded off, but yeah, we're just going to. Okay, we got 5 SP left. We're going to. Alright. Slip as much attack power in there as we can. Alright, back to the materia. Okay, so I don't know what she had in there before. Might be able to tell if any of these have a little bit of AP on them. There we go. Okay, so just this point of comparison. Metal Knuckles have quite a bit more attack damage, but less health than the leather gloves. It's probably because for a long time I was pretty focused on getting health in there. Okay, let's sneak through some crates. Alright.
So,
Sneaking
you
we should
bump
go.
into any giant robots like that in Reactor 1?
Yeah, except the bastard looked like a scorpion. Speaking of which, what would you say that last one looked like?
Huh? Well...
Looks dead now.
I say it looks like a train. But whatever. Nuts to me, right? So, I was thinking about this game today, and I was kind of thinking back again to the point of comparisons between this and the previous game. And one of the big things that has kind of raised some eyebrows, controversy, penises, is the choice to have this game focus on just the segment in Midgar. Whereas the original game focused on... Well, it was the original game. What am I talking about? Okay, so, a lot of fanboys are kind of upset. They're saying, oh, well, why would I buy an incomplete game?
So you know,
Well,
not gonna get any
it's not an incomplete game. I mean,
When did
it's...
it ever?
Okay, we'll just talk about some of the basic things. It's 40 hours of gameplay, okay? In anybody's book these days, 40 hours of gameplay is a complete game. That is a good, solid amount of gameplay for the amount of money you spend. Okay. Maybe that doesn't appeal to some people, but okay. So let's dwell on that for a second. So 40 hours, what does that mean? Well, the original segment in the game in Midgar was like 10 hours max. I mean, you're kind of dogging it if you spend 10 hours in Midgar. So you say to yourselves, well, oh god, geez, they're just padding it out to 40 hours.
and straight on
Well,
to Reactor 5.
Yes and no. I mean,
make it sound so
what have we
simple.
seen so far? Biggs, Jesse,
Only 'cause it is.
Fat
That
Guy.
there's the
You know,
reactor
like,
support
we have spent a lot more time getting
what's
to
the
know
plan?
those dudes, getting
After
emotional
plan B
connections to
comes
those
F,
dudes.
G,
Uh,
and then
whereas
H.
in the original game, they're
Thought E was the last.
basically just above like a footnote. So,
We cut through
okay.
section G.
So
and head
we're getting to
H.
know the characters
A
better,
cargo platform in H
which
will
is
get us
good,
closer to
right?
the reactor.
Right. So, well,
Biggs should be somewhere over there.
it sets us up for a bit more of emotional hit when they
Looks
well,
like the sun's going down.
we'll get
on
to that point in
Midgar.
the story. But
Right.
okay, so we're
Double
fleshing
time.
out characters,
We gotta dig
We're-
the reactor.
taking time to appreciate all the detail and the sort of immensity of the environments and stuff like that. Not to say that we didn't do that, in the original game, but I don't know. It doesn't. I don't feel like when I'm playing this game that I'm grinding or just milling away my time playing it. Like, granted, I think that the larger setting of the original game was more exciting, perhaps, than just the sequence in Midgar. Not to say that there isn't excitement here, but that's part of it. That's part of the 40 hours, is they're changing things up. They're making things exciting. Oh, shit. Okay, I gotta buy 2 of them, mother effers. Let's see. Poison berries. Okay, I guess I gotta sell some materia. It's probably a mistake, but whatever. I need the gill. Alright, I'm put my ranting thoughts on pause for a second while I... Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Look at that! I don't even need to change out my. I don't even need to change out any of my materia, but just for the sake of argument, because God knows when I'll actually need to just have some friggin' gill on hand. There, not so bad then. I don't feel like I'm wasting my time with, like, the way that they've fleshed out the game. Like, I'm not going to say that absolutely every activity I do is significant, but okay, maybe to my next point. What if this game, let's say the original game didn't exist, and Square Enix just had a brain aneurysm and came up with this game, just out of the blue.
Just don't look
Just,
down, okay?
you know, nothing else really inspiring them. They're just like, hey, let's make this game. What would people think if the original game didn't exist and they had to review this, they had to think about it? Well, okay, now granted it's going to be a bit skewed because there's no inbuilt fan base. I mean, there's people that just kind of wet their pants over Square Enix games, so you're going to get them. But I think that people would say, what a weird and kooky adventure. Like, why does this guy have a giant fucking sword? Who knows? But it's just part of the game, you know? The thing is, though, because the original game did exist, we're like, you can, at a glance, anybody who's paid attention to gaming, pop culture for the last ever, can at a glance say, oh, look, there's a guy with a giant fucking sword. That's probably Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy VII. You know, like, real obvious, right? Like, we get it. Okay, I feel like I got to explore here.
Hey, you see something over there?
Because there's so many things about this game that just out of context you'd be like, well, that doesn't make sense, and why are they doing that, and what's the point of that, and whatever, you know.
Maybe the gate didn't budge because there's not enough power to spare.
Gotta figure this out.
Wait, did I trigger something? Oh, maybe not. What do we got going on here?
Error. Insufficient power.
Of course.
Hey guys, look at this. Instructions for dealing with a power shortage.
Kill the lights, and we free up power for the gate and other stuff.
Sun lamps. You think these are the plate suns? The closest thing we have to the real thing.
Gotta put out a sun just to open a gate, huh?
But if we go through with it, the grounders in Sector 4 will suffer.
Now or later, sun's going out for good when we blow the reactor.
That's true.
Let's go.
All these lamps. You'd think they'd be able to balance the load by now, though.
Maybe. If the maintenance guys or whoever weren't playing hooky.
The lamps are important, but when you think how much Mako is like...
So, I think that if this game had been created in a void, people still would have liked it. They would have said, it's kooky, it's weird, who are these characters, why do I care?
It's gotta be one. Man,
but
look at the size of it.
You also have people
Console I seen near the top of that
that
ladder.
have never played a Final Fantasy game before, and I think the creators wanted to kind of
Okay.
appeal to that a little bit, you know, and say, you know what, you don't have to have played a Final Fantasy game in order to enjoy this, you know? Which is nice. It's a good thing. Oh, it's bright. Imagine what this would be like on an HDR TV. Yeah. I don't like to trigger events until I have fully explored every unimportant crevice. See, okay, my one criticism, I feel like in Final Fantasy VII there would have been a little more reward for exploring some of those nooks and crannies. Whatever. Ugh, hate the button pressing, holding thing.
Emergency power supply confirmed. Disengaging locking mechanisms.
Okay, that's that.
Great job, Cloud.
So, what have we established? We've got a 40-hour game that can potentially appeal to newcomers. You got a lot of fleshed out characters. You've got a fairly well-established setting, you know, the context anyways.
Next stop, Section G.
Yep.
Okay.
And after that,
So-
Reactor 5.
When they were creating this game,
Not again.
they had to decide.
Great. I'm sure those things
Okay.
will
What
welcome us
do we
just
have?
as
We have a
warmly as
40-hour
before.
game that's
Tell you what.
getting to
the
a certain
rock
point in
runs
the
deep
story.
in this damn pizza.
Do you spend your time 3D modeling, story writing, creating a game, 40-hour game that has a zillion different settings, and trying to incorporate all of the story and narrative content from an original game? And then, in order to make that work, like let's say they had just tried to follow the storyline of the original Final Fantasy VII game and try to cram it all into one game, one remake. Well,
Don't mind us.
do you say that game now has to be... I guess what I'm getting at is the game is already big enough sort of as it is. Like, if you tried to fit in all that extra content,
Let's finish.
it almost feels like it would have been a bit too much. Like, I hate to sort of make it sound that way, but
See ya.
I don't quite know how to phrase it.
No surprises there.
From a creative standpoint, you either have to decide, okay, we're going to make everything as close to the original as possible, and we're going to cram it all into 40 hours. That's what we're going to spend our time on. Or, in order to say, well, we got to 3D render a zillion environments if we do that. So the alternative is to do something like this, where you render just like a specific setting and kind of embellish on that, which is what they did. I just...
No way to cross that.
Basically, what I'm trying to get across is I don't think it was feasible for them to necessarily tread over every important thing that was in the original game without having to break it up into episodes and give it the proper respect. To, like, it's kind of one of those Venn diagrams where you can, like,
Is my guess.
do the
Yes, am I
remake
right?
respect
One less thing for us to worry about.
and do 3D modeling and have a story. Like, you can't have all of those things. You got to pick two and just sort of run with it. And I think they did the best they could in that regard. I don't know. It's one of those things that opinions may vary. There's actually a pretty interesting article, I think it's on Kotaku or Polygon or one of those bullshit gaming websites, where they actually interview the creators, and they kind of discuss this, like,
Filling the air
well, we had a
with
bunch of hard
breeze
choices to
with
make.
this.
We couldn't do it all, so this is kind of what we did, you know. And it makes sense to me. Like, I'm not
It's
complaining.
like in the tunnels. They get twisted by the
And
rock, but it
I guess
all goes back
think of
to
it this way: like, when you were a kid in middle school playing the original Final Fantasy VII, what's the one thing that you wanted more out of that game? Well, shit. What's the one thing you want more? What's the one thing you want out of any video game as some kid in middle school playing a video game? You don't want it to end. You want it to keep going. You want the story to keep going. And in a way, this is kind of accomplishing that. Now, granted, it's kind of treading over some of the same things, but what I'm getting at is, like, you want, as a person playing the game, enjoying the franchise, you want more. And if you break it up kind of episodically like this, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get more. You're going to get, who knows how many friggin' episodes they're going to do. Maybe it'll never end. Maybe they'll just keep doing fucking episodes as long as they live, and that'll be their legacy or something like that. Maybe it'll cross, like, 2 or 3 generations of consoles before they're done with the friggin' thing. Well, it's already crossing 1 generation. This is probably the only one that'll be on PS4. The next one is... Well, they may... come to think of it, they may have to make a PS4 version of the next one, depending on how long it takes to come out. Because somebody could kind of whine and complain and say, oh, I bought a PS4 just to play this game, and now it's, oh god, now the next one I really want to play is on a PS5, but I don't have $400 to spend on another
Going for
console.
that material, weren't you?
So
Yeah,
close,
of course I was.
and yet so far.
Shut up. You two are annoying. Alright, fine.
This path's no good now.
Yeah, I know it's no good.
I'm sure there's another way to get
They
there.
fucking tell me all the time. Alright, so what am I doing? There's
Nothing we can do but search.
something over
And when
there.
we find it, we can find it back.
So, I think I'm okay with the episodic thing. You're getting a longer story, more fleshed out characters. The whole, granted, they haven't said how they're going to price out the episodes, or they didn't even call this episode 1. They just called it Final Fantasy VII Remake. We don't know if they're doing it episodically, if it's going to be DLC, I don't know. They haven't established anything yet really about the nature of how this is working. So
the best way to not get lost is to believe that
it seems like they're going to have to require people to spend more money to get the other episodes.
One of her favorites. Loves it when
Now,
I read it to her before bedtime.
that's going to sting a little bit, because you're going to have people who are going to say, like, let's just for the sake of argument, let's say we're talking about 3 episodes. Okay, so this is episode 1. Retail cost $60. Good, fine. What happens when episode 2 comes out? Another 40-hour game. Although, I don't know, with the way that middle episodes go in movies and stuff, I have a feeling the middle episode is probably going to be the longest, just because if they try to wrap the game up in the last episode, there's just a lot of narrative ground to cover. I could be wrong. It could be either if there are 3 episodes, I could also see the last one being the longest. But somebody's going to have to pay some money, right? Because they're not going to release another 100 hours of content after this game and give it away for free. I mean, maybe if they were CD Projekt Red or something like that. But no, this is Square Enix. They don't do that shit.
Hey, let's take a moment to get our
I mean,
bearings.
Square Enix isn't evil. They're not gonna, bleed people fucking dry. But is my materia that I want over there?
We're still in G, right?
Yeah, and to reach Mako Reactor 5, we need to go through Section H.
Okay.
So, let's say the next
Unfortunately,
2 episodes
I didn't spot a
cost
connecting catwalk to Section H. Did you?
$60.
Well, we could always do another lap.
Go for 10. Why don't you?
The only other
That'd be
route that I can think of
$180 at the end of the day. But I don't even see that as a problem, because
Along the wall.
how long are these games going to be spread out?
Up for giving it
My
a
guess
try?
is
It might not work out, but
it's
the
going to
only
be
idea I've
at
got.
least a year
bad one.
between each
So
game.
we're shooting for those giant fans way over there.
And so,
Okay. At least
okay,
we've got a clear
does the
landmark
average
to guide us.
gamer only buy one game
Those ventilation
every
fans?
year?
Keeping the plates air clean.
No,
by
I don't think so. I think gamers buy more
pushing
games than that,
smog into
okay?
the slums.
So,
Old
granted,
systems designed
you may
to
have
make shit roll
to
down
pay
real fast.
more money to get a complete story, but you're getting respectably good games in the middle. What I'm getting at is, like, you would have spent the money anyways, whether it was this game or not this game or another game.
See ya. You're up.
I got this. See ya. Gotta be careful. Gotcha. Watch yourself.
Fight through it.
Stay strong.
Let's finish this. Was never in doubt.
So, makes me wonder about something. Never bothered to look at what Tifa's abilities were. somewhere in there, somewhere we've got the ability to start stealing potions or stealing equipment and stuff that I haven't figured out who that's actually attached to. So I think that people are going to get their money's worth, and they should really stop bitching about having the game divided up into multiple pieces. Because you're getting more content, you're getting more stuff, and you're getting your money's worth. I mean, I don't know. I think I'm getting my money's worth out of this. Okay, so another thought about doing remakes. There's been quite a few kind of high-profile remakes. I'd say the other ones that are kind of on
Look, I think we can climb onto that pipe.
the tips
Sure
of
seems that
people's
way.
brains are the Resident Evil games, Resident Evil 2,
No fear, no
Resident
fear.
Evil 3.
No fear, no fear.
Those were done really well. Like, I don't know if you guys probably watched me play those a little bit,
No
but
fear.
let's see. Hopefully I'm not missing that materia.
Hey guys, you know, these fans are really loud and
You chickening out?
hell no. I'm just worried that your bony ass is gonna get blown off the side and shit.
Enough! We gotta keep moving.
Okay then. Follow me. No worse than a windy day, huh?
One with a tornado warning, maybe? Don't look at the fan.
So-
Whatever you do.
Right.
Remaking something. You have a choice. It kind of depends on what your goals are. When you remake something, you can either choose to try to copy it as exactly as you can,
What's that behind the fan over there?
or you can try to
Hey,
iterate on
don't
it.
be a dumbass.
Iterate is a
told you
word
not to
that
look at the
means
fan.
you... Well, iterate could mean a lot of things. You could experiment with something, you could try something new, you could use new techniques that you've learned to try to expand on something.
Made it through in one piece.
Usually you see copies, like carbon copies, coming in.
Not really. Couple
Well,
seconds, maybe.
let's go out of
Quick
context
time.
here for a second. I'm not talking about a video game, let's just talk about like art. When you see an exact copy in art, usually what you're talking about is a student who is trying to copy from a master, with the idea being that in doing so, in
Section H
copying
is
a
just up
master,
ahead.
whether it's a
Slow
painter,
and
a
steady,
sculptor, or
guys.
whatever,
And that's
you're
our
kind of
objective?
learning something about the process.
Yeah.
You're
I'm pretty
perhaps
sure that's
discovering things that the master discovered, like, oh, that's how they must have done that, or gee, I wonder how they did this, that was really difficult, you know. And maybe through experimentation you find out
This
something.
is it. The cargo
So,
platform Biggs was talking
It's
about.
not to say that you can't learn
Let's not
anything
keep
from a
him
carbon copy. At least the creator does. But from the viewer's standpoint,
Error. Insufficient power.
it's maybe, I don't know, in
You're
my opinion,
kidding
a carbon copy
Needs
isn't
3
as
lights worth, it
exciting,
looks like.
you know.
But that's all of them, isn't it?
All or nothing.
Let's regroup here if we get lost. Remember the H1 sign.
Right.
Let's see now. Closest light ought to be.
That one.
So if you don't copy, you
By the
iterate.
light of these magnificent lamps, we shall lead our brothers and sisters of the Undercity to a brighter future.
Say what?
It's from a speech President Shinra gave, talking up the importance of the sun lamps.
To brighter future, my ass. Shinra's leading us down a one-way path to darkness and death.
It's got a lot of material. So, when they made the original game, they didn't have the technical resources to make something that looked like this. They didn't have the technical resources to make facial emotions or explore shit like that. So, they did what they could with the technology they had at the time.
Error. Insufficient power.
I think that was
We
the
need to
idea.
disable a lamp first.
Alright, let's go disable a lamp. Gonna handicap that lamp. Make it use a wheelchair. Like, I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen, like, any of Picasso's paintings or whatever, but that guy iterated and practiced and iterated and practiced, and he kind of studied things over and over. You don't really get a chance to make, 100 copies of a game, and figure out which one is the best. You sort of get one shot, to get something out there and market it. But it's not unheard of in popular culture. Like I mentioned, there's certain video games where they've done remakes. I'm not just going back the way I came, did I? God, I hope not. Get myself all turned around here. Oh, shit, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm talking too much. I figure they'd fix some of this shit. That is a long way down. Example given. Ghost in the Shell
Needs 3 lights worth of power.
So let's go this way. Why do I hear something munching? Alright, so is this where that materia was? I feel like the materia was right there. I'm missing it somehow.
That'll do.
That's right. Interrupted the escape.
You're done.
No need to worry.
Won't last long. Not looking good. That's that.
Let's flip it and go.
Like the original Ghost in the Shell movie, or Blade Runner. I mean, those are things where you had kind of a creative person who was
Rerouting power.
managing all that, and
That's
see,
one
there
down.
it is. There's that
Only
fucking
2 more
material.
lights to go.
Reinitializing intrusion prevention system.
Intrusion prevention?
Back online because of us.
No need to fret, y'all. A few rusty mechs
Keep
ain't gonna
getting
keep us
interrupted.
from reaching the reactor.
A tuft of Phoenix down. What about Phoenix up? I want to get Phoenix up, not Phoenix down. Alright, so it looks like it's kind of globally left of where I'm facing.
Intruders detected. Engaging countermeasures.
Mid-range turrets, huh?
Hey, Cloud! Hang back while I deal with these men.
Call it lightning.
Gotta love it.
I'm waiting.
Get your ass out of here.
Deal with that.
All right, watch and learn.
Would kill for a shower. Just made our lives a lot
Ice
harder.
materia improved.
We can move this catwalk.
Yeah, lined it up perfect.
What happens if I line it up imperfectly? Where does that go? Let's find out. More boxes to kill. They call me Joe, Box Murderer. That's what the ladies call me. Turbo Ether. Alright, so it just restores a lot of MP. It's not like I couldn't do that just telling my character to sit on his ass.
Think back.
Kinda could.
Anybody see a connecting catwalk?
Slowly moving the catwalk. So yeah, so a lot of people iterate on things, you know, and I enjoy watching every version of Ghost in the Shell because as a viewer, it's kind of fun, like to see, oh, this is what the difference is, and oh, I see, they were trying to go for a different feeling here. Oh, that's kind of fun, you know. It's just that usually movies and games and stuff don't have the resources to release like 5 different versions of the game, you know, to fully
Think you can stop the
allow
train?
the artist to, you know, blow their wad. Ooh, a seahorse.
About damn time. I'm counting on you.
I won't give up. My turn.
Let's scan a few things. Terpsichore. This creature starts spinning when interrupted while in the state they can shrug off melee attacks. Stop.
It's on you.
All right, watch and learn.
Let's go.
Gotta love it.
chill out.
Give him your all. Freeze!
That was easy.
Yeah. That's why your health is half down. Alright, so... yeah, okay. Yeah, there we go. God, if I miss that materia, I'm gonna just be pissed. I really put in the effort to try to find it. You know how I am, I don't like to miss things. Oh, there's nothing there. Hate having to hold down a triangle.
And that makes 2 lights down.
Meaning we've only got one left.
The end's in sight, y'all.
Should be able to climb down from here.
This a hole, right?
Got the Sector 4 slums down there?
Huh? You want to check them out sometime? I can show you around.
We'll check them out now if we fall.
I want to check out Tifa's slums. Alright, so... okay, I think this is going down. The other thing too is like, how many games... wait, what's that there? Is that that's a different materia?
The power's on.
Huh. Huh. What? Why is it just floating out in midair there? I don't understand.
You think he'll miss those 3 plate suns?
I say the real sun's the only one we need. To hell with Shinra and their night lights.
Intruders detected. Engaging countermeasures.
Buzz off. You're mine. Come on. Whatever. Allow me.
You scared of something?
There.
That all you got?
Let's finish this.
That all you got? Da, 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 da.
See, I feel like... I don't know. If I can't get that materia, like if I somehow pass it or something, I'm just gonna stop playing the game forever. That's a risk I am willing to take. Because I will genuinely be so flustered and frustrated that I will not want to deal with it anymore.
Where was that last light again?
Let's take a stop at the bench here. I have to admit, solving puzzles doesn't necessarily make for great streaming. Getting frustrated by puzzles and cursing at things, well, that could make for some good streaming.
Alright, we only need to power down one more sun lamp.
We kind of knew that. Kind of. they could make this sequence a little faster. I get that, you know, there's some dramatic effect here, but I don't know. I'd really just rather get to the other side of this walkway faster, if I'm being honest. But that's already all the way over there. Let's see. Okay, so I think I kind of see where I gotta go. Unfortunately, it's back across this bridge here. I mean, it's just, you know, it's 30 seconds out of my life. It was kind of dramatic the first time I walked this, but doing it the fourth time is kind of unnecessary. I think, too, the people that made the original game, like any truly great artist doesn't like to just do the same thing over and over again. It's kind of like innovate or die. Like Picasso went through phases.
Almost done. It's a shame we had to
Architects
wander
go
around so
through
much.
phases, designers go through phases,
got us.
and it's not just like
No,
moods
just your way
necessarily,
to
but
back us up.
you know, you learn shit, you know, and
Speaking
you
of
want to
which,
do things
What should we
better,
tell Biggs?
different, you know.
I don't
The original Fantasy VII was a product of its time.
to worry.
It was a game made in the 90s. It had certain motifs. Like the whole cross-dressing thing is going to be, you know, pretty different come the year 2020 than how it was in the year 1997. People have, you know, cross-dressing is kind of viewed a little differently from a cultural standpoint. I guess for anybody that hasn't seen that part of the original game, what I'm talking about now is going to sound a little confusing. Like, why is Joe talking about cross-dressing? Other than Joe just generally likes to talk about cross-dressing. Well, there's going to be, once we get to the wall market...
There's no viable path. We'll just have to make one.
Oh, I get it. I gotta... Interesting. So... I can make it go up or down. Interesting. Is there... wonder, is there any strategy there, like a different place that I could have put this into? That...
Y'all know who you dealing with?
Probably.
Get all you got.
Buzz off. Let's do this. Get ready. Deal with that.
Bring it home.
I got this. Cool off. It's on you.
Ooh, something leveled up.
Calling lightning.
Oh, sure.
And don't come back.
Lightning materia improved just as I was casting it. How about that? So yeah, there's this scene later on where, in order to infiltrate a mob thing, Cloud has to dress up like a lady. But I think it was treated more like a joke back at that time. I don't know, certain cultures kind of have jokes about, like, cross-dressing. Japan was a culture that had that. English culture had some of that. I think it happened maybe more in cultures where the roles of women in theater were more often portrayed by men. That happened
And
in
that makes 3.
Japanese
Enough to
theater,
finally
happened
get
in
our
English
cargo
theater.
platform moving.
Better be.
Okay, let's head on back to the H1 sign.
How about we head back to where that materia is, or Joe's mind is going to implode?
I hope that injury isn't anything serious.
The best thing you can do to speed her recovery is to kick Shinra ass in her stead.
I know. And Cloud's got to cover for
God,
Wedge,
if I have to
too.
pause this and look up a guide how to get to that materia. Oh, shit. I didn't see anything over here that was like jumping out at me like, find me, pick me up, I'm materia, I'm valuable. So
We should look for the H1 sign.
yeah, shut up. I'm thinking here.
Coming through.
Out of our way!
Ooh.
Best do it right.
It's ice.
Don't overdo it.
All right, watch it there. You got this.
All set! Freeze! Hang in there!
For being susceptible to ice damage, that's
We gotta switch it out.
I got you.
I won't.
Not looking good. Second wing. No holding back.
Heads up!
shit.
Now.
Bring it!
After you.
About damn time.
Summon the Chocobo.
Give him a shove, will you?
I've got you covered.
Go this.
Stay strong.
Come on. Damn it.
This one's gonna haunt me.
That was a little sloppy.
Heads up, y'all.
Ah, good enough. Oh, thank God. Thank you, Jesus. Do-do-do-do. Ooh. 8. Fuck. I'm not even gonna bother. Alright, so let's combine some materia. Ooh, that one's almost up. Um... Be nice if there was a convenient platform or something that let me get back over there. Could have sworn I saw... Oh yeah, right there. There's a little bit of materia up there. Tricky, tricky, Japanese. Tricky, tricky, Japanesey. It's not racist, is it? Yeah, grab it, asshole. Come on. Jeez, that'd take forever. No wonder the planet's being destroyed. All the defenders are, like, really slow at it. At defending, I mean. Alright, so, in either case, we gotta get up this ladder. See, that's the other thing about pre-rendered backgrounds is you can easily make something that doesn't look like a whole bunch of the same thing over and over again and make it really confusing looking. Whereas with full 3D backgrounds, well, I don't know about you guys, but this just, every platform here just looks like the same shit over and over again, and I'm really having a hard time navigating.
We ought to reach him long before he dies aboard.
And we're back at the cargo platform.
Get ready, Mako Reactor 5. We're coming.
Let's go take a nap, like a take a hobo nap. I wonder if everybody naps with Cloud when he's on that bench. Haven't even gotten to Airbuster
power
yet.
Supply confirmed. Reactivating cargo platform. Cargo platform activated. Awaiting input.
So long, underplate. I hate you too.
Seems like big enough to have a fight.
Wait, wasn't there some materia that caught your eye? You want to go grab it?
No time.
What do you mean? So there isn't a dialogue option for, yeah, I grabbed it, or yeah, it's in my sword, it's the big purple thing in my sword?
Dismal. A slaughterhouse where they butcher the planet. Then there's the smell. The Mako. Be ready for it.
Right.
Hear that, guys? It's the reactor calling us. Beckoning us saying, bring it on, Avalanche.
Any boxes to smash? Old Box Destroyer Joe. That's what the ladies call me. They don't, actually. There's no ladies.
Intruders detected. Engaging countermeasures.
Hey! Did you interrupt me, you bastard?
Take the lead.
Okay, let's go. Watch yourself.
Hang back.
Suck on this!
Bring it.
God damn it! Stop interrupting me. If I get interrupted again, I swear to God.
I won't give up. Let's do this. Need a breather.
All right! Watch and learn. You got this!
All set.
Bring it on!
Okay. Come on. You're up.
Great. Just getting started.
Ah!
like a joust. Damn it.
What?
Gotta stick it out till the end. Goodness can't be how it ends.
Tifa, I'm sorry. Steady. Any last words?
Ow.
Okay. Big should be waiting for us up ahead.
I almost got
He's
wasted
probably
there.
really sick about us.
Yeah. Maybe if there was a way to use those a little faster. No? We need a way to get them used a little faster. I think what I should have done to make that battle go a little more smoothly. I suppose I should have focused on a few key enemies, and
Even after all
it's just
that
tough
fighting,
when they're all
no one's waiting
ranged.
for us?
No need.
And I know Barrett is
This Shimmer
ranged, but
City.
he just
We probably have cameras everywhere.
doesn't have the
Why
punch
didn't you say something
needed to
sooner?
make that
Too late to
ranged
bail now.
thing really
Like
take
walking a
take
tightrope.
effect.
When you're on it, only two ways
And
up.
if I had to charge up an attack just to
Better
take
keep
down
my
half
hand.
of somebody's health bar,
You'd be good at it.
I don't know. That's not good enough. I'm sitting there pounding the ground with my gun. I don't know. I want to take out a dude in one shot if I'm sitting there getting shot at, pounding my gun into the ground. Because not only am I not firing at them while I'm pounding my gun into the ground, I'm sitting there without my guard up.
Step. Didn't think I'd be this nervous.
Some things you'll never get used to.
Alright, I gotta pause for just a second. I gotta check something here real quick. It's too bad I don't have the ability to get that steel materia. There's a bunch of stuff I could have been stealing at this point. How am I doing on that quest? Oh, I bet I gotta... Wait, hold on a second. Stagger effect. Use unique abilities on staggered enemies and charge the ATB gauge. Use unique abilities on staggered enemies and charge the ATB gauge 10 times. I should just keep trying to stagger dudes then, I guess. Don't walk through there.
Mercy! Wait, Cloud. Where's Jesse and Wedge?
Report.
Topside's going nuts after some terrorists jumped off a train. Nice and quiet here, though. So quiet I had no trouble securing your route into the reactor.
You magnificent son of a bitch! Bring it in!
So, where are the others?
Man.
Jesse got hurt and couldn't make it.
Bad?
Not so bad she couldn't rope in this guy.
Thanks for stepping up.
It's a job.
Worked out pretty good. You picking that train you did. While Shinra scours Sector 4, you can waltz right on into Sector 5. It's a bit of a squeeze, but it ought to get you where you need to go.
That's what she said.
Foreboding for my taste.
Beggars can't be choosers. Oh, and you'll be needing your grappling guns, of course.
Of course.
All set?
Ready to take on the world and then some.
Make sure everyone gets clear.
Barrett
okay?
get a new gun. Is that what this is about?
Okay, y'all. Keep these grappling guns close. Secure them to your belt or whatever so you don't lose them. When we're done, we'll be using these babies to get down safe. All of us.
Got it.
Ooh, cinematics.
A bit more nerdy.
Pre-rendered.
Wait.
Well, not pre-rendered. Just
Excuse me, sir. Your tie?
Quickly now, quickly! That's it. That's the smell. This place reeks of Mako.
Looks
Mako.
like we made it.
Layout's the same as Reactor 1.
Yeah. We're near Mako storage.
Mako.
Let's move.
Man, this guy gets real hard on from Mako. Speaking of hard-ons, let's check his gun. So it gets more magic. Let's see what we can achieve. Yes. Sphere grid. Got it. New materia slot. Unlock. Yes. No materia slot. No materia slot. Okay, what am I seeing here as a theme? Magic attack. Defense. Magic attack. I feel like that's just kind of a must-have for Barrett. Gonna save my game real quick. 'Cause you never know what might happen. What if he had machine gun on each arm? You know, he'd be pretty badass. But
Here, maybe?
he'd have a hard time peeing.
I'm next.
Oh, fine. Asshole. Hey, there's ridges there. I wouldn't just glide down like that. I'd
Kinda scary, huh?
trip over those metal ridges. I still have...
Hey, check it out. They sick this big boy on us, we'd be screwed 6 ways from Sunday.
Mechanized units like these were designed to take out giant monsters. Probably a new prototype. If they do decide to deploy it, then our best bet would be to run like hell.
Oof. Then let's hope he sleeps through the explosion.
Some foreshadowing, I guess. Let me just double check something here. There's no buttons or anything to reconfigure.
Where is everybody?
You mean Shinra? Got spooked and cleared out is my guess.
Or it's just a giant ass trap.
The pain train?
Here it comes!
Try this.
Oh, we're done here.
HP up materia improved.
Almost there. The smell. Takes me back.
To the last time you were in a Mako reactor? She grew up in a town that had a Mako reactor. It's kind of a subtle nod to that. Some scary shit went down there, let me tell you what.
You can stop me? Here it comes. You're done. Let's go.
Whee! In case you hadn't figured it out yet, Cloud and Tifa. Oop.
Well, what we got here?
Turrets up top.
I can deal with those things. Guess it's my turn. Gotta beat it head on. Ain't no thing. Bring it home.
my turn. Alright. Gotcha. Let's do this. So long. Enough. Try this now. Don't overdo it.
All right. Watch and learn.
Ifrit just not equipped or something?
Stay strong. Watch yourself.
Hang back. You're done.
Say your prayer. Damn it. Kick my ass. Give him what's coming to him.
There. Mind taking over?
Taking over.
That didn't need to be so messy.
I wonder if there's any workbenches that I can rest on in this giant Mako reactor.
Like this last time?
A little more chaotic. Ain't that right?
Yeah.
Bulletproof vest. Anybody else smell a boss fight coming up? I do. Think it's gonna be another Scorpion? No, it's gonna be Airbuster. Airbuster.
Sephiroth. Soldiers. Mako. Shinra.
Mako.
I'm sick of this. I'm sick of all of this!
I think that's her dad.
Hey. Soldier boy.
Tifa.
What?
Tifa. Just pulled it out of his butt.
How much time do we need?
Why does this bomb smell like
All
butt?
the time in the world. This one comes with a remote detonator.
Courtesy of Jesse.
We withdraw to a safe distance. Then, kaboom!
Safe distance?
What? No such thing.
Well, after the last time where it nearly took out a
We get
quarter
out
of the
same
city.
way we got in. Let's double back.
With no negative repercussions.
What the? Where
Hey,
you going?
my ladder.
Weirdly perfect timing.
Wait a minute. Is someone watching us?
Yes. No one would put a security camera inside of a giant power plant. That'd be stupid, right?
Greetings, my dear sewer rats. As architect of our populous engagement campaign, I, Heidegger, head of public security, bid you welcome.
The chief warmonger.
You should be flattered. Right now, you command the undivided attention of every soul in Midgard.
Huh? What is this?
Breaking news from Mako Reactor 5. Shinra has confirmed the reactor to be the target of the bomb threat issued by the terrorist group Avalanche. Members of the group were observed entering the facility, and security is currently sweeping it for explosive devices. We now go live to the scene.
I'm here in the Sector 5 Undercity. Having confirmed the terrorist target, the Shinra Emergency Operations Center has issued an evacuation advisory. Residents are outraged that the tragedy of Mako Reactor 1 was only the first attack in a campaign of violence.
President Shinra has issued a statement providing assurances that the terrorists will soon be brought to justice.
And so, to a people beset by chaos and uncertainty, we will offer the finest comfort, bread and circus.
The big boy.
I give you Shinra's latest triumph of technology. The Airbuster, your executioner.
It's just a hologram.
Engineering on the line. Currently, the Airbuster is only 60% operational. The estimates were optimistic.
I'm on air! To the imbecile in charge down there, you are hereby ordered to seize those intruders and bring them to me.
Anime running, haha. Or Naruto running.
No holding back. Let's finish this.
And bring them to the command center right now. Attention all security forces.
Whiff!
Bring them to the command center right now.
Buzz off.
Attention all security forces.
Shut the hell up!
Subdue the insurgents
I
and
don't
bring
believe
them to
it.
the command
We
center
played right into
immediately.
Shinra's hands.
I repeat,
Yeah, and their bullshit
subdue the
news is already
insurgents and bring
peddling
them
that
to the
false
command
narrative.
center right now.
So we're screwed.
No, hell no!
Attention all security
Listen,
forces.
they want to turn this into a spectacle?
Subdue the
Then I say
insurgents
let's
and
get
bring
them
them
on.
to the command center
Let's take down
immediately.
Shinra's
I
big ass
repeat,
neck in front of everybody.
Okay.
subdue the
I'm
insurgents
sold.
and bring them to the command center right now. Attention all security forces. Subdue the insurgents and bring them to the command center.
A bench would be
immediately.
nice.
I repeat.
Subdue the insurgents and bring them to the command center right now! Attention, all security forces. Subdue the insurgents and bring them to the command center immediately. Get these components prepped for the airbuster ASAP! Subdue the insurgents and bring them to the command center right now! Copy, B8.
Intruders!
Give me your best shot!
That's enough!
Time to burn.
All clear. Now let's see what these bastards were up to.
Barrett, Cloud, over here.
It looks like a few of its components are still in transit.
We'll see about that.
Could tamper a little with its loadout.
And give ourselves an edge?
There should be a console somewhere.
This the console you talking about?
See if there's any boxes to break open. Nope.
Think you can get it to work?
Needs a key card.
Well, let's find it then.
Oh, come on. They're really adding anything by having me have to search for a key card.
You find it?
Yeah.
Good job. Now let's check out that console.
Alright, I guess I'm going back to the console.
M units, huh? I'm guessing that's some sort of component?
Yep. An enhancement powered by liquefied materia.
Sounds bad.
Pretty sure I can divert this unit for disposal.
We doing this or not?
Well, maybe I want to dispose of some other ability or something.
Hold up. Ain't we gonna sabotage this thing?
I guess. Whatever. It's like it's not giving me a choice, so. And if I do have a choice and it's obvious and I'm missing it, well, that's just poor design on their part.
M unit flagged for disposal.
Serves you all right.
So far, so good.
Right. Let's move.
Diverting M unit to disposal room.
This is just back where I was.
You think they're watching us? Even now?
Yup. Probably got a live feed.
Nothing we can do about it. Except smile for the folks at home.
Except your cover is kind of blown at this point, so there's that.
You going down?
It's over. Here it comes. See ya.
I could have done that on my own.
Sure you could.
Component outbound from B7.
Copy. We've lost contact with B8. Send some men to check it out. We've got a schedule to keep.
Huh! Intruders! Seize them!
Engineering, this is B7.
Negative B7. Airbuster delivers priority. You're on the road.
We will deal with you ourselves.
Looks like there's 2 consoles this time.
Huh. Double the sabotage.
If we can find the...
Error. Keycard required for operation.
Any cards?
Just the one.
2 choices. And only 1 single-use card. It's up to you, Cloud.
Console talks about big bomber shells. You acquainted?
We call them BBs. One's enough to blow you to hell and back.
Could divert them and give it a couple less shots to take us out. Make the call.
Big bomber shell flagged for disposal.
Heidegger's got no idea who he's messing with.
So where did we send the discarded stuff?
To a storeroom for defective equipment, I'm guessing.
That's so. You think these defective shells and programming cores might be valuable enough to warrant a little detour?
Maybe.
I say we grab them.
If we get that far.
Ugh. Just let me activate the console. God damn it. Man, that gets so hard. It's like I'm skating around on hot dogs.
Okay, listen up, y'all. Everything Shinra has told you is a goddamn lie. Mako is the lifeblood of our planet. Those greedy bastards are bleeding it dry. Y'all gotta rise up.
Barrett, who are you talking to?
The people put me on TV. I'm gonna drop some truth.
Thousand Gil says they cut the sound.
I'll take that bet against myself.
Surprise, brothers!
Here it comes. You're done.
Bring it!
Enough.
No surprises there.
Boxes. Delicious boxes. You seen one cyberpunk corridor, you kind of seen them all.
Good to go? Locked and loaded. Heads up! We got company! Taking down! Engineering to the C6! Enemy contact! Enemy contact!
We can't afford any more delays. You need to keep those components coming. Do whatever it takes.
Solid copy. C6 will hold the line.
It's over.
I'll fix this.
Piece of cake.
Error. Keycard required for operation.
Find any cards?
Only one. And this time we've got 3 choices.
Take your pick.
Feel like scrapping some BBs? Hurry up and decide what you want to get rid of. It's past time we taught Shinra a lesson.
Big bomber shell flagged for disposal.
Just imagining their faces when they find out. I tell you what, I ain't never looked forward to an execution more in my entire life.
You don't say.
We're about to make fools out of Shinra while the whole damn city's watching. Times like these, you gotta savor.
Oh no, if you're about to ask me to dance, then don't.
Come on, don't be shy. How about you, Cloud?
I don't dance.
Sonic Strikers. Look at that.
B5, this is engineering. You need to pick up the pace. We're running dangerously low on components because of those terrorists.
Copy. They're here! Stop them!
That's that.
You'll pay for this.
See ya!
Bunch of pushovers. Come on, y'all. Let's see what kind of mischief they were getting up to.
4 consoles. And never enough keycards.
That's an M unit, right?
Yep.
This is our chance to really stick it to Shinra. We should think it through before we make a decision.
An AI programming core. Should we discard this or something else? AI programming cores help it move faster, right? Divert it or not.
Programming core flagged for disposal.
Heidegger's not gonna like that. Think we've done enough to weaken the robot?
All that we can, at least.
It's all good. The stage is set. All that's left is to hijack Heidegger's show. We're coming up on the exit. Tifa, detonator still in range?
We should be good.
The moment Big Boy goes down, you hit that switch.
Right.
Stay sharp.
You don't need to tell me twice.
I thought she was an enemy.
All right. You're mine. Won't last long. You're done.
Let's kick it up a notch. Bring it home. Ready to kill.
I'm waiting.
Let's do this right.
Next time, Barrett. Next time. Can't say we didn't prepare. Now we just gotta get it done.
Not that way.
Oh yeah. The ladder. I mean, are they gonna throw a bunch of shit at me? guess.
Status report. We're short on BBs, but tracking down replacements. Work faster, or you'll hear it from the brass.
Look, they're still prepping it.
They're here! Hold them back! Buy us every second you can!
Come on.
Steady.
That was an order.
Neutralizing!
Understood. Prepare the airbuster for immediate deployment.
Want some more? Shit.
Buzz off. Back in it. All right. It's over.
Y'all never had a chance.
Looks like a performance assessment, don't you think?
We'll figure out its weaknesses as we fight it. As long as we stay focused, we'll be fine. We can do this.
For real though, we need to talk victory poses. Something coordinated for the live on camera finish. Could blow up big, start a new trend.
Veto.
Huh? No way up?
No way we're getting back up that pipe.
Keep looking. Keep it together.
All set. Chill out. Here.
Get your ass out of here. Master cleared the way for it.
Real subtle invitation.
We were gonna spring the trap anyway. We ain't going down without a fight.
Obviously.
Enough. That's that.
Bring it!
Ain't got nothing on me. Big boy's going to an execution, all right. We're gonna put him out of his misery while the whole damn city watches.
We give it our all and we'll win.
We're gonna get through this. We're gonna make it home. All of us. No exceptions.
Right. We don't want to disappoint Marlene. That goes for you too, Cloud. Right?
You better give her a big old smile this time.
If the price is right.
What? Open it already.
It's locked down.
Is there any way we can get it open?
Yeah, from that room over there.
Why does everything have to be so damn complicated?
You know, the faulty equipment storeroom's that way too.
Do you think we'll find the components we diverted there?
It's like a treasure vault. Woo! I like the sound of that.
So, how do we do this?
It's simple, really. We move the levers at the same time.
Got these ones.
I'll take left, which just leaves right, soldier boy.
Emergency lockdown is currently in effect.
So we need to synchronize our movements?
In that case, follow my lead.
Nah, Tifa's.
Fine, have it your way.
Okay, pay attention, you two. 3, 2, 1.
Emergency lockdown disengaged.
Hell yeah!
We really did it! Great timing. Right on the money.
Yeah.
What y'all got tucked away in that vault, huh? This would be the treasure vault?
That's right.
What's the catch?
Need to bypass a high-level security lock.
Different from the other one?
Same deal. But we gotta do it several times.
Ha! Not a problem.
Yeah, let's try.
Delta level security lockdown is currently in effect.
Okay, guys. You know what we have to do.
Copy me?
No, Tifa leads.
Oh, fine. After you, girl.
Gotta get past level 1 first, right? 3, 2, 1.
Mother!
We got this. 3, 2, 1. Move yours the same way as mine. Focus. 3, 2, 1.
Alpha level security disengaged.
That was great, you guys. Let's keep it up. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Beta level security disengaged.
Wow! Think we've got this?
Hell yeah! Bring it on! Ain't nothing I love more than sticking it to Shinra.
Halfway there. Steady, guys. 3, 2, 1. Don't rush it. Shake it off. 3, 2, 1.
Gamma level security. Disengaged.
No way! You guys are naturals. Okay, final round. Don't lose focus. 3, 2, 1.
I'm, still getting warmed up.
Focus. 3, 2, 1.
Delta level security. Disengaged. Disposal room now accessible.
Take that, Shinra! Making us jump through hoops to steal your shit.
Didn't take as long as I expected. Good work, guys.
Likewise. You made it easy.
I put my heart and soul into those countdowns. Score. It's just like Claude said.
They say a job well done is on reward. I say take everything that ain't nailed down.
Alright, I should probably call it a rest. Save the big boss battle for tomorrow. Let's see. Have a good night, guys.